will comes at a very hefty price. Or as they say, heavy as the crown.
It's always in there. I don't know why I was telling you guys about that. How was I telling you about that? I don't know. I'm just reflecting. Maybe. So you know I'm a hopeful romantic, and I love to people watch. Me and my posse. The pulse. It's something, some place or something that's been transmitting. It's a signal. Just right now, my anxiety is gripping me. So the other day I ran into my cousin, one of my cousins that I haven't seen in a long time. I don't know. It's like what I want to say to her, for her to know, like hands down, is you can't let them get you, cousin. You can't let them get you. When people inflict an injury on you, and how can you work for an agency for almost 5 years and not know that you have a union? Isn't union representation supposed to be made visible and available to the people that it's afforded to? I'm practicing listening to my intuition, and when spirit communicates something to me, if my spidey sense is engaged and I think to make a move in a different direction, I do that. What's up? I just wanted to reiterate that a bully is a defeated coward. They have succumbed most of the times to the very treatment that resulted in them becoming bullies, because the truth comes out inevitably. Even if it's long after you've passed away, there is no covering it up. You don't have a brotherhood big enough, old enough. There's not enough of you to cover up what you've done. And when people consider why, you already know they know why. You know they know why. So stop sending in people to ask how much you know, how much people know, trying to put gag orders on people. Don't talk about this, don't say this. No. Why don't you act like an actual human being that's coexisting with other human beings, and stop being an entire demon. I wonder why it's so hard for some people to communicate love. Why can't you say, I adore you, I love you, I'm in love with you, I miss you, I cherish you, I admire you? It's not just love. Some people struggle with communicating their feelings, period. You communicate to be understood and to help others gain understanding. So you can understand, and to help people listening to you understand what you are saying and where you're coming from, perspective, whatever. Some people struggle like heavily with communicating their feelings and wants and needs and desires, and it breaks my heart, because I'm one of those. Yes, the proof is in the action, but at the same time, it's like how much room should be allowed. You know, you're left to assume. When you don't know something concrete, then you're kind of left to make your own assumptions, which is why it's so important to communicate your feelings. Say what you are trying to, what you know needs to be conveyed. We're just it wasn't enticing. I cannot explain how I know, just that I do. The people who this applies to know who they are, and they know what I'm talking about. It makes me feel like I was used by the divine, that I was put in places, and the pressure is making my head. So someone pointed out to me, they're like, it seems like you wear the same black shirt every time you record, like make a recording. And my thing is I wear it underneath. It's like I'm wearing them as undershirts. So I definitely have more than one. I have more than two. I have more than three. They're super inexpensive at Walmart. I can't help it. Okay. And I wear them under things, but yeah, I wear them by themselves too. But like when I get off of work, I take off the shirt that I would have on top of this. And so then all that I'm left with is this. But anyway, not that anyone cares, but apparently someone cares because someone mentioned it. So I'm just saying. People are like, oh, granted, then you don't talk about it. Okay, I'm done. Why is it so hard for people to just release and let go? You don't like the job? You're not doing anything to change it? Why are you still there? You're that unhappy in the relationship, right? And you actually have tried? Or you don't even feel motivated to try anymore? Well, what are you doing there? I'm just like, what are you doing there? It's just a conversation piece for you to be able to say that you tried this long. I could think of some of the relationships that I was in where, for me, once I know that I can't trust you in my mind, that you are untrustworthy or something weird like that, then like I'm trying to release you, because not even to protect myself. Most of the time, I don't want to subject you to the carnage of what's left over. Me forgiving you doesn't mean that I trust you, because I understand how you fell prey to your own temptations, that you succumb to your own vices or habits or addictions. And then on top of it, it's like I don't expect you to show up any evolved being. I'm expecting you to kind of show up with what was invested in you. Some of these people, like the mothers and fathers that your child looks just like you, and these men and women that tell their children that they're ugly. You told your baby you call them ugly, and they're your literal mini me. Yeah, I am not of that. And I know that most of the parents was, well, not most, some of them may try to say, well, I mean, they were acting ugly on the inside. The child isn't even out there. Everything that they are doing can be molded and shaped. It's a precious task. We make our deposits in our children. When you want to see them excel and want to see them do well, then there are certain things that you do. Now, it doesn't mean that the child's going to always choose what you like choose the path that you taught them, but it is their choice. It's their choice. And so they don't always go the way that they should go. Sometimes they choose another path. But the point is the joy and the blessing in your own effort and knowing what you contributed, what you tried to do, or what you did do. Just people, the child becomes an adult, makes their own decisions. I don't want you to think you're ugly. I don't want you to think you're worthless, that you're stupid, that you're any of those bad words. Like, that's our jobs as parents, is to teach them that, to the foundation. I cannot explain how I know, just that I do. The people who this applies to know who they are, and they know what I'm talking about. It makes me feel like I was used by the divine, that I was put in places